Let's figure out what we're supposed to do this month. I don't remember.
That's what we're dealing with. Is there no chance it's...
Oh, it's the zombies mission.
There are no absolutes in medicine, but the chances are extremely slim. Restless movements, fits of violence, becoming bedridden, or even impossible to wake. With symptoms that varied, there are only a few possibilities. It's either a mixture of poisons or magic, and dark magic.
Dark magics.
You're talking about Remire Village.
Nah, you haven't missed anything. I was just checking to see what everyone's been up to, making sure everyone's been having fun days, doing good stuff.
Everything.
We're and I was remembering how beautiful the art style is in this game. Also, there's a lot of overlap with voice actors, I think, between Persona, Kingdom Hearts, and this.
We scouted the area ourselves. Speak with the knights, hear what they have to say. I must go. Thank you for your help, Manuela.
Mars has the same forgetting to charge problem. I put it on the charger every night when I go to bed. Seems to be good to go.
After all, I owe you my life. If you'd like, I bet we could even manage the mission all by ourselves. Just the two of us.
Manuela's like, hey, boo. That's nice of you.
Professor, a bit of a tease, are we? A girl could get used to this side of you.
Nice try, but I'll be going to the...
I forgot to buy dog food for the dog yesterday, and so did Mars. So I had to make her something. We're going to start with Fire Emblem, but we are going to go to Kingdom Hearts 3 after I finish this chapter.
I'll be in my
This one chapter a day.
What about you? If you have the time, it would be helpful if you could go ahead and talk to the knights.
Oh, yeah, we passed out. Just got a little dizzy.
If anything feels off,
We haven't done it in like 6 weeks, but yeah, on Saturdays I do Fire Emblem.
got it?
I like Fire Emblem. Starts me off. Starts my Saturdays off well. Good.
Caused such dizziness. I felt it too. Actually, I felt that way before.
Well, she's felt that way before. Yeah, the last 2 times we played through this game. Yeah. Gotta remember that light doesn't exist without darkness, and darkness doesn't exist without light. All right, pre-professor time. Change up our group tasks. I need to go ahead and edit the VOD, get it up on YouTube. Let's put that there.
I have a question.
All right. You know how sometimes an ordinary girl can be more popular than an exceptional beauty? Or how with aristocrats some prefer a Viscount when they could have a Duke instead? Why do you think that is? Everyone has their own... Fancy meals are boring if you eat them every day.
Impressive. You know, you're a really good teacher.
Yeah, Dorothea. All right.
Professor.
Yeah, we'll let her just do axe. Make her an axey girl. She wanted to ask me a question.
Tomas doesn't seem to be here. Oh well, that's fine. I've been researching the hero's relics a lot since we last spoke to him. I found out something interesting.
Alright. Something interesting. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora is definitely one of the better versions of him. He's still pretty dumb.
Relics. The crest stone of each relic is carved with a specific crest.
Makes you wonder every time, why is it Riku the main character?
The crests are the keys. You need the right one to save.
But I guess if Riku were the main character, there'd be a lot less character growth with your protagonist.
Why doesn't the sword of the creator have a crest stone bearing a crest?
That's a good question.
Precisely. At least that's my current guess. There's more. I believe the crest stones might be the source of the relic's inhuman power. When Miklon transformed into a black beast, he was taken over by something that originated from the crest stone. And the crest stone was on his body. It all seems to add up. Now, Look at this picture I found in the library.
Oh, that's a
The
Dagron.
creature is called the Immaculate One, who was supposedly sent by the goddess to save the followers of Saros. You see the pattern on its brow and a faint circular boundary? Isn't it possible that's a crest stone?
Works for me.
If all this is true, then crest stones are what power the ability to assume massive forms like that of the Immaculate One. And maybe the hero's relics can harness that transformative power.
Oh, it is you. Have you seen Tomas recently?
No such luck. I was hoping to speak with
I
him
didn't get
myself,
to eat
but he
breakfast
seems to be
beforehand
out on
because I
town.
had to cook breakfast for the
I see.
pupper
Well,
because I forgot to get dog food.
where did you find that picture?
It was in the library. Why do you ask? Is it something my youthful eyes shouldn't be seeing?
No, of course not.
You'd like some yogurt.
However, that is not part of this library's collection.
You probably got better
It must
yogurt
belong
available to you where you
Tomas.
are.
It would be problematic if it got mixed in with the other books. I will take possession of it for now.
Oh, it's going into the
I want
forbidden
to see
section.
it, you mean?
What was that?
6. We're at 6 followers
That's
until
what
I scream.
Tomas said. He said records that the monastery doesn't approve of tend to disappear.
Yeah.
Tomas said that?
Still at 194.
Preposterous. I have
But hey, we
far too
got
much
3
to
new ones
accomplish to
yesterday.
waste time with this foolishness.
He was certainly in a hurry. I wonder if he's off to confront Tomas. Well, he took the picture, so I guess that's that for now. I'll see you later, Teach.
I think pretty much everybody that watches Fire Emblem has followed me at this point.
So, the church is hiding something after all. Some massive secret about relics and crests.
Yeah, and
A
she gets
secret that must
somewhat
have
fancy
something
dog
to do
food.
with the professor's true identity.
So we gotta go get it at a special store. And we just didn't get to it yesterday. So I had to make her something. So I mixed up some eggs and some carrots and some rice. And she loved it. I think she loved it. I haven't actually gone and checked. I just put it down there. Oh, Lindhart. Sure. Actually, no, we like Lindhart. He's our good Healy boy. Let's give him some flowers. Everybody likes flowers.
Okay, let's go. We'll do our best. We did it.
Oh, yeah. It was more like an unexpected thing. I mean, he was old. He'd already had some major medical issues. It just kind of took it out of her emotionally yesterday. And thank you for the condolences. She's
I'm closing in on
doing a little better. All right, what are we gonna do today? We need to explore. I never met him. Never had a chance to meet him. So Mars and I got together like in July of 2019. And then by the time like we were really like solidly together, the pandemic hit. So never quite got the chance to meet most of her family, actually. Let's see. Oh, let's do supports while we're at it. A lot of supports to do. Raphael and Marianne. One day, I think on the final playthrough of this game, I'm going to actually watch every single support. I'm also going to have recruited everyone to essentially would become the bad guys. Although I still am not 100% sold that they're truly the bad guys. I think their cause might be the most righteous one. Oh, let's start to set this.
I do not know why it is a struggle merely to stay conscious. And yet, it feels...
We passing out, boys. We passing out. All right, let's go and talk to everybody. It is time to be social. Oh. What we got here? I don't have the DLC. I need to get the DLC for this. I play enough of it that I think DLC is necessary. Thank you for sending your humble steel. I greatly appreciate it. I've met a good bit of her family. Well, at the funeral, but and I met some chunks of her family and not others. She's pretty much met all of my people. She just has a much larger family than I do. Let's send... Oh, what am I going to send? I don't want to send that. Something good. What's something good? Actually, I am going to send the Morphous Plum. Okay. Hey, Flame.
I honestly, it reminds me of when I was a child. Despite how young I may appear to you, I'm quite mature.
So there is a spoiler that I'm not going to super reveal about these people. They've got green hair. There's something special about them. I mean, if you've got a large family, it's hard to visit all, know all of them. There's my own family that I've not met. We got a bunch of like my parents' cousins. I don't know who they are. At least met all my aunts and uncles.
The battle of the eagle and lion was such good fun, don't you think?
Not just use the power of a god.
True.
Let's leave it with that. Anything good in the amiibo gazebo? Hey, Dorothea. How you doing? Oh no, I wanted to give her a special reward. I'll give her a special reward.
Professor.
Yeah, and it does lean in pretty heavy into anime tropes. One of the cool things that's going on here, though, and especially about this playthrough that I'm in right now, is it follows a fairly drastically different path than the other ones. Like, their chief goal is very different than the other ones. So the church wants to stay in power. That was our first playthrough. The second playthrough was Revenge.
It was 4.
What's a
You count your
if I take
as you were
that remind
want.
Hey now.
These two girls are
I'm
great.
the one who brought it
Oh,
up. We may be friends, but that's
Biscotti. Bye. I want a two-toned whetstone.
Hey you. Do me a favor.
There are a lot of characters.
It was 4.
If I
As you
that
want.
Hey now.
I have a favor to ask.
Just to get a rough idea on it. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23, 45, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. About 30 characters, and you can develop relationships with all of them, recruit almost all of them into your houses, into your class. Like, It is a big chungus of a character game. And it's really, like, I kind of bought it because it looked pretty. And boy, was I up for a surprise. Because, man, this game is truly great.
If you're not feeling well, I'd strongly recommend.
So, like, Dimitri here is the main character in our last playthrough. The last one I did. And he starts off just so earnestly the good guy. And then he heel turns real hard.
There are more nights at the underlying. It is most distressing. Professor, what do you think about all this?
Some kind of conspiracy. Let's train up. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna do? I really want to magic. I mean, I don't want to. Let's go. Yeah.
The glory.
The glory of progress. Dr. Hanneman.
Professor, I can offer nothing more than this. I am in your debt, Professor.
Now, let's learn some magic. So on the one hand, like, I know that this part of the game can be
There are more night the underlying.
difficult to watch, but it's also because, I mean, it's not combat, right? It's not the combat part, right? It's like dating simulator part. And I actually legitimately like this part. This part is going to become like my favorite part of the game.
You count your. If I take as you were.
Well,
That want.
become much more popular with me. What's up, my sword? Should have probably just gone full sin for magic.
Of the four, it was four. If I as you were that want. Hey now.
Spears, great. But I want to talk to everybody when I can. I've still not figured out how to pet the kitties. I want to pet the kitties.
Greetings, oh, he's been. I wonder what.
The bundle of dry hemp.
Hey there.
Give him a better steel bow.
Is this it? There you go.
He's good on his gauntlets. Ignatz is all. I'm just gonna use him in that way. She doesn't really even need those. She needs a good axe.
Come back anytime.
Let's go back to the armorer. Buy some stuff.
Welcome.
She's just gonna be pure axes. Oh,
Please come again.
that was item shop, not armor.
Welcome.
That's what I get for not playing this in over a month. She's a magic wielder. Here's our axie girl. She wants to axe you a question. Oh. I like that. That's really good against magic. Maybe we give her a distance axe.
Will this one do? Many thanks.
She could use like a silver lance, maybe? Killer lance.
Will this one do?
Oh no, she needs a javelin.
Will this one do? Many thanks.
We probably haven't been deploying him much. He's fine. Casper needs a better axe.
Will this one do? Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks.
Bernadette's got all the bows. Mage, thief. She needs a better weapon.
Will this one do? Many thanks.
Ooh, a Levin
Will
sword.
this one do? Many thanks.
Petra's one of my most used fighters. Yeah, she's doing magic. Flane's gonna do magic. Catherine's good on her own. Shamir needs a better bow.
Will this one do? Many thanks.
And we'll give her a more powerful bow too.
Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do?
I didn't really want an iron bow. I messed up. I goofed. All right.
Come back soon.
Made some good purchases. Where else are we going?
Maybe.
A treatise on etiquette.
Hello. You know, why all...
Oh, right. I have a request.
He wants mock soldiers. All right. I think off stream I'll probably grind some of these extra battles, but on stream we'll stick to story stuff. Now let's go talk to our boy.
Investigating.
We love to do. We love to do. We married to do in the last playthrough.
Perhaps. They say that after all, how about you?
Professor, hey, Professor. I used to think they were the best, but now I can't even stand looking at them.
It's okay to be
Worrying
worried.
about it won't solve my.
What if I can never eat fish again? Time heals all wounds, bud. It's gonna be okay. You can eat fish. We believe in you. Someone who frequently works outside. Hey, Manuela.
Please, could you let me have that? Here, fantastic. Thanks,
Oh.
Professor. You have no idea how happy this makes me.
Ooh, give me the magics. Give me the magics.
That's right. Hey, Professor, he left. I wonder what they could have to talk about. Yeah, he's the minute. No.
Here, have an owl feather.
For me?
Enjoy yourself, Casper. Let's harvest. Ooh, look at all those goodies. And let's cultivate it with some bone meal. Just random fish, just laying out there. How easy.
I didn't catch a single fish last month. I'm cast. You're going with. It feels like.
Should we fish? Not today. It seems everyone's catching big fish today. Well, let's catch some big fish. It's not an RPG unless you can fish. I will die on that hill. Dang. This one has one of the best fishing mechanics of any game that I know of. Oh, we got ourselves a queen loach. Just a little bit of fishing. That's all I wanted to do. Yeah, keep myself in practice. Oh, little package. We got all sorts of people to talk to.
I was just.
I'll do my best.
The legend. That means
Do we already talk to these people? To the cathedral. Oh, that's delicious.
Need something?
What should we do? Do I have enough to do any of these? Oh, we need to do in-deck. I don't have enough points yet.
What is it? Still, I have something to ask of you.
It doesn't have magic. Upgrading my lance skill.
I still have much.
I still have much to learn. You know, I don't think I've ever done this trading quest.
Yes. This is in a place at times I
We love our girl here. So we spend a lot of time outside.
This is giving.
She likes it. Sometimes it's nice to give gifts to your friends. I need a favor.
I could use your help.
He needs a love letter delivered. Someone in her position. This is for Lady Rhea. He is in love with the... She's in love with the anime pope. The student is in love with the anime pope. It's weird. Right? It's a little weird. I mean, don't yuck his yummy or anything, but it's a little weird.
Oh, couldn't please be. Oh, I'm already.
Still can't get her. She wants magic and bow. I have a lot of magic.
Oh, couldn't it please be.
Does she have a lost item? I need to go give that to... Training, conducts research, deep connection to Rhea, portrait of Rhea.
Did you find it?
Nope, okay. I am bad with doing the lost items. I very rarely get those where they're supposed to be. Oh, how to bake sweets. I think Marianne does like baking though. Alright, where's Lauren's? Must be on the bridge. Before we do that, let's do some advice. Advice column with Doc G. I'm always looking to assist His Highness, but sometimes I find myself at a loss. What more can I do? Guard him with your life. The Dew is satisfied with my response. Yeah, he is. I'll be able to enjoy my hobbies, but there's not enough time when I have to wait for everyone to go to bed and clear out the common areas. She's not going to like that answer. She didn't like that answer. Poor Bernie. She's scared of her own shadow sometimes. She's also a vicious killer in this game.
Professor,
I build her up to be one of my best.
If so, I would urge you not to push yourself too hard. Take some rest.
What
What
an
is that
unexpected
supposed to mean?
kindness. There, Lawrence. I don't like you. Well, we gotta talk to Bernie.
What is it? Thanks.
We gotta take care of Bernie. You know, she's our precious little butterfly. We must take care of her. Missing student poster. Someone we didn't talk to already?
Hey. I know you medicine, but hello, you want me to? You just say the word, and I'll help. However, don't worry. It's only.
All right, we recruited Manuela. The more people we recruit now, the more just Rudy Poos we have to fight later. But we don't have to fight them. And that's a good thing. Is there anyone on the second floor? Yeah. Hello, Marianne. How are you this morning?
Good day, well...
Feel like it's been months since I've seen you, Marianne. She likes riding.
Oh.
If you had did one of it will remain.
We'll go check out Remire Village. Spoilers, it's magic zombies. Alright. Officers are good there. Don't want to miss the opportunity to advance supports.
If only to. Even if I spent. If only to.
Someone who enjoys research.
A lost item. A lost item.
See, I'm real bad at the lost items. Oh, Lindhart. Figured he'd be taking a nap.
That was, you know, I never.
Hey, Professor, want to trade me what you're holding for? Thanks, Professor. This is great. The night, then again.
Moving right along.
The situation.
Were you not...
Hi, Dad.
Professor.
The situation.
Sure, let's go with some writing skills. Now I have a D+ in writing. And yet, I still have much to learn. Let's go give Lady Leia Lady Rhea her love letter.
Professor, I thought it was half a year.
Oh, she can give me the good magics. You can give me the good magics.
It was in half a year.
She appreciates that. She appreciates the fact that there's a student that is in love with her. Bad touch? Much? So we talked there. Yes, really. I do it every time, and you're upset by it every time. But it's always going to happen.
After that, she must be.
All right. Every time.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Got more renown. Yep, scared. We want to go this way.
Impressive. Thanks.
I thought we did talk to Mercedes. Oh, second part of it.
Hello, Professor. Would you mind trading it with me for this? Oh, thank you so much. I'll be sure to take great care of it.
Okay, so we talked to, oh, Marianne. All right, let's just double check that we've talked to everybody at least. We haven't talked to Lysithea. We haven't talked to Ash. Sorry, Lysithea. I thought we talked already.
It's certainly troubling. Your words.
I get it.
Looking for a history buff. Right. Pretty nice. Where's Ash?
Professor.
Down by the fishing pond. Down by the fishing pond. Oh, here he is. He's petting. He was talking to the dog. Is that so?
Mysterious for my liking. I'm pretty sure it's not normal. What? But what if it?
All right, that I think was talk to everybody. Oh, haven't talked. I thought I talked to Hanneman.
I thought if only... Professor, of course, I have to be true field, and then I'd never put...
Recruited. All the professors have been recruited.
Well, if it's not too much of a bother, thank you so much.
Eye drops. All right, who needs eye drops? Linhart needs eye drops. This must be how I get the two-toned whetstone.
That's a nice. Why don't you trade it for this? Excellent doing business with you, Professor.
I've always wanted to.
I will trade our two-toned eye drops with the ladies. Ladies. No need to be difficult. Who are we going to give it to? Because it's going to make one of them mad. For the record, I already have an answer. It's Shamir because we like Shamir better.
You brought it, Professor? How? You can give it here. Excuse me. I asked first.
Here you go, Shamir.
You made the right choice. Thanks.
And then I need to use one action point. Trained with everybody. I have one action point left to use. Let's buy somebody some lunch.
Hello there.
Well, hello there.
I get it.
Professor,
Hey,
That's so.
Just go to the dining hall. A faculty and night mixer today. Who gonna upgrade? I want to up people that I train. Spicy fish and turnip stew. Ash could use some. They wouldn't even like it. Wouldn't even appreciate it. Manuel's about as happy as she can be. You know what? Just for fun, I want to eat with Dedu. Dedu's my bro. He's my best bro.
This I like.
And free period is done. No. Next up our group tasks, Skywatch, Marianne. And who else likes Skywatch? Petra. Yes, Marianne. That's where we're going this whole time. We're going really magic heavy on this run.
We must be working with
Really magic heavy. Perfect! Thank you, ladies.
it's
Starting to make sense now.
It's fun when you know what you're.
Seraphim.
I get it.
As long as it makes me stronger.
I'm a quick study.
I can do better.
Am I making progress?
looks like I can really do.
Everyone's getting stronger. Getting stronger every day. Wondrous. I'm not actually going to battle. I just want to see when they expire. 125 and we're at 11. All right, so I'm going to need to grind some of these off stream. Yeah, but I'm going to need to do... I'm going to need to do these things. They need doing. But not today. I'm going to do those off stream. Just sometime when I need to relax. I'm going to do a seminar instead. With Hanneman.
Experience is
It's fun when you know it.
I will master. I never have.
It's all coming together. Let's just auto-instruct this. And people aren't really taking a whole lot away from it, but that's okay. Some weeks it'd be like that. You know, oh, thief or an assassin. Yeah, because you're already a thief. And she's good as an assassin. Ah, sure, a special meal.
This food is a revelation.
This is
It's even better than Mother's cooking. Well, seeing as her mother's a goddess, that gets awkward. But she's not the goddess of the hearth and home.
Dear, that
Wasn't so bad. It's perfect. Marianne, believe in yourself. I believe in you.
So this is how it's done.
Aha! I always was.
Manuel, a tea party. All right, let's. Yeah, let's do a tea party. For Mary. Oh, it's Marianne. Yes, we'll do a tea party. Crescent moon tea.
Did you?
I just want to give you some tea.
So nice and warm.
They're not teenagers. They're well, if they're late teenagers, they're late teenagers. All right. Oh, okay. I've already beefed this one up. Nope, she likes that. She didn't like that. Like, I've always thought that kind of the youngest of them would be in like 18, 17, 18. And the oldest of them are kind of mid-20s, mid-late 20s. Yeah. I'm really not good at the tea parties. Not good at the tea parties. All right, we got some certifications we can do here. Let's up our... Well, I don't really want to up mine too much. Because I know I know some stuff's going to happen, so I'm not going to vest too heavy in that. Let's see. Ooh, we can get Ignatz up. He passed.
I can't.
So I've played 1, 2, so Brotherhood. I haven't gotten to the third one in the Assassin's Creed 2 bit, and that's about as far as I've gotten. I have all of them, and I do intend to play them at some point. Well, I have them all up until I don't have Origins. I do have Odyssey, and I don't have Valhalla yet. I do plan to get Valhalla at some point. Oh, let's turn her into a... What is it? She would be a brigand, but I don't have any seals. Any more seals? So what's different is like I'm going to campus. Like, so I go to campus 2 days a week now, which is a little bit weird to me. Actually being in front of students, it's good. Like I enjoy it, right? I enjoy doing that, right? Part of the reason why I started streaming more heavily is because I kind of missed interaction with students. And not that y'all are my students, although some of y'all actually are my students, but not that like you're all my students. But it scratches somewhat of that same itch. But I feel relatively safe, even having to go in. Everyone's getting temperatures checked, right? They give us like wristbands each day to prove that we've passed, and they rotate through the colors pretty regularly. So I feel okay with it. I don't feel a whole lot of trepidation. The classes I'm teaching are pretty small, so that's good. So, no, all of that's been pretty good. Yeah, so the most people that I'm in a room with, it's more than 10, which, but they're really spread out. Like, they're spread out pretty heavily. So that helps.
Well, that worked out.
I understand more.
It's time to do battle. Before we do that, first off, I want to make sure all my supports are good. Oh, support with Rhea. I can advance my support with Rhea. I don't think I've ever done that before.
When you speak... As Gerald, speaking of...
I think the most number of people in a room with me is like 13, 14, something like that.
By the look of it, when
And I stay well far away from them. They stay far away from me.
on one,
So it's okay.
Well, it is not. Even if I tell
Everyone wears their masks and they wear them mostly properly.
It is nothing. I simply wanted to say that I trust you. By coming
No,
to
I'm.
visit me today,
This might sound surprising to you because you only see me when I'm on, but I'm definitely an introvert. I need a lot of recharge time. I just know how to get in character. Like when I'm teaching or when I'm doing this, I'm in a character essentially, is how I think of it. I'm pretending to be the extroverted version of me, but it takes a lot out of me. And by watching that 12-hour stream, you saw like it slip away at some point. But I totally get being an introvert because very much am one. But I also like, you know, sharing and discussing, right? I'm not like the classes I teach, I'm not like me and then distantly with like an audience of people and right, I'm performing for them, right? Usually there's a little bit more of the interaction at a higher level. So that works better for me. No. All right, what else was I going to look at? Not my inventory, not my storehouse. Everyone's decently okay on vulneraries. Marianne doesn't have any, but actually Marianne needs a vulnerary. Actually, let's get her a elixir. No, elixir's actually overkill. She doesn't need any of this. But I very much understand the introvert thing. That's how I roll. Oh no, I'm like, I want to go. Like, and like when I reach that point, like I'm out. So teaching like 2 classes a day is about all I can handle. I've gotten a little bit better at being able to stream longer. I think as I've begun to kind of develop relationships with people in my chat, that's really helped, right? Because I don't have to completely just be on, like completely in character. Like, we can just have a discussion. I'm cool with that. Now, if I were to like blow up and get huge and things, then it might be a little bit different. But right, there's a reason why I can do like 4 or 5 hour streams pretty regularly now. Pressure's good there. Actually, let's add a bow. Yeah, right. Well, I mean, you're one of the more active members of chat. You know, Sammy and all of them. they're here too, right? My chat's usually pretty good. You're definitely more heavily involved. That's okay. I like that. I like talking with you, Yuki. I think I have officially spent more time with Kingdom Hearts than I have with Fire Emblem at this point.
We've got to go now.
Gotta go now. That's true. You warned me, and it's good. Just, okay, let's do this thing.
The situation in Ramire Village has changed drastically. We don't know much more than that. We're hearing reports that the villagers are killing each other.
Oh yeah. Now I remember this mission. Ah! They've all turned into Joker.
This is unbelievable. There's no way to tell who's lost their mind from
Oh,
who's mad.
put the glasses on.
If we don't act quickly, things are just going to keep getting worse.
Oh, that's a lot better. It's horrifying.
How about we hit him hard enough to knock him out? That's too reckless. But
I mean, that's about right.
Just stop that.
Nobles are responsible for the safety of the commoners.
Claude.
So you noticed. Look.
Let's go get the dark people.
Suspicious group. Could they be the culprits?
Just look at the eyes without color. Fire Emblem, guys. I won't let them escape.
There you have it. Our objective.
Take down the bad guys, rescue the villagers. Let's do this thing. Fishing. Oh, you can get fishing combos? The more you know. All right. It does sound simple and clean. All right, who are we going to deploy? Mages, monks. Feel like I might need a little bit more physical. Who else can I rotate in that's physical and actually leveled up? I want to put Shamir in. Do I need all of these mages? Ned's pretty powerful. Lysithea is also pretty powerful, and she's got crests. Okay, let's count. Right. Magic, physical. So magics. 1 magic, 2 magic, 3 magic, 4 magic, 5 magics. No, I'm actually balanced. And my adjuvants are looking good. Never mind. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, Flame's pretty interesting. Just to let you know, we're gonna end up green-haired in like 2 more chapters. I think it's about 2 more chapters. Villagers are being attacked. Save the villagers.
I will get the victory.
Lightning sword! Lightning sword! I do love that good lightning sword.
Here goes.
We can't quite get him. Can Bernadette get him? Yes. Hey, sometimes you just need a good cognitive recalibration.
I got this.
Put our punchy boy in. Push the zombies. He is a punchy boy. Also, I like how his punchy fists. Yes, Mars is definitely much more of an extrovert. Although she's moved towards more introverted tendencies. since the pandemic began. I think it was a coping mechanism.
Stay focused.
Fire.
Lesson begins.
Yeah, Mars is much more extroverted.
Who, me?
Ready and willing.
Get him. Yeah, it's got to be pretty hard out there, right? I feel like introverts, we were kind of prepared for this. Now there does get to be like a certain level where like even an introvert might need a little bit of human interaction, but for the most part, right, introverts, like, we're fine. Like, we'll talk to you on a Zoom. We'll do a Zoom call. Can we keep the Zoom calls? We're good with the Zoom calls. Let's just do that. That's fine. And then other than that, we're like, we're cool. All right, so my healers are in the back. Move a healer here. Move a healer here. And then Lysithea is actually not a healer. She's a dark mage. But she has some heal tendencies. Yeah, I feel bad for the like super duper extroverts. This has got to be tough. Like my mom. My mom's a big extrovert. It's rough for her. Oh, hey, Chris. Welcome in. The alternate means you have available to get the same social outlet. VR chat's been good. I'm glad you've been able to find something. Like, I know my mother's just going insane. Oh, I meant to change her sword. That's fine. I think... Villagers are running away. Good. Thank you, villagers, for running away. Temporally appropriate greetings, Chris. Hope things are going right. How's your day? How's your Saturday treating you so far?
It can't be. The one giving...
Oh, right. I forgot I gave her a short axe. I can axe her a question. Petra's not our best girl, but she's a pretty good girl. It's tech barrier for some people getting into some of the newer forms of social art. Yeah. On the other hand, I think the technology has been really an important thing. Doing media sorting. Well, good. Glad you're enjoying your day. Double arrows. Oh, we got a third shot. We got a third shot. Yeah, right. Just right. Getting to the point where you get over the technology. Yeah, right. There's also a limit to the amount of stuff you can binge in a day. What series are you watching? Okay, can we get her up in here to just wreak havoc? Yeah, just getting some people to get over their technophobia has been a learning exercise for this event. I won't laugh. I won't laugh. I won't yuck your yummy. I'm not gonna yuck your yummy there, bud. You know better than that. Magical Girl series. Yeah, sounds good to me. I like magical girls. Let's kill this dude.
Don't hold this against me,
Oh,
okay?
yeah, crit. Ooh, overkill. Sounds like a winner to me. Is it anime or live action? Does she have a key? Oh, she has a key. Basic computer use, yeah. 900 episodes. Woo! So most of your family at least can use some basic computer stuff so you can keep up with them. Especially helps them being a long way away. Yeah, it does, right? That is fortunate. And that is also a long series. Right, staying in touch is difficult but necessary at this point. Trying to convince people to do it in more modern ways has definitely been a challenge. Most of my family that would have been a problem with have already passed, so I haven't had to deal with that. And the rest of my family that I actually speak to are here. So I'm kind of lucky like that. Is the name of it a Magical Girl series? Raphael punching him in the face. I can imagine that. Oh, pretty cure. Okay. Let me write that down. Could be fun. Could be fun. My mom gets phones more often than I do. And she's always getting the newest, hottest iPhone. I'm like, I'm an Android guy, so I'm like, whatever, I'm good. I wait to see if Google puts out something good or if OnePlus puts out something cool. That's what I do. Can I attack this guy? Oh no, I'm gonna get him with magics. Bust him.
That is that.
Yeah, sometimes I want something I just kind of turn my brain off with. And that sounds like it might be right up the alley for that. I think you might have the impression that I'm more cerebral and like refined than I truly am. Did have to switch from her old iPhone 4 to recent Android router platform. You know, but yeah, exactly. Whereas my mom like is pretty savvy on the Apple. My mom's probably more tech savvy than I am. And the rest of my family, except for my wife, are all Apple people, and it kind of drives me nuts. I've just about rolled out all the Apple products I had in my life. Not that I have a problem with Apple as a company, I just don't like their stuff. Strong female characters, no damsels. Sounds like a winner to me, man. Ooh, punched. Punch you with my knives. I just wish they would bring back, like, what was it? iPod video. I do have I have a 9-year-old MacBook that I use at my office just because I built a PC for down there, but then my wife, when the pandemic came around, took it for her own usage. I brought it back home, and she took it for her own usage, which is cool, right? I mean, what is mine is hers, and what is hers is mine. She got a gaming PC out of it, and I got a dog out of it. Yeah, it's rally.
I thank you.
Well, your age doesn't necessarily determine what you know about technology. I think it's more of an interest thing at this point, since higher tech things have been around for some time. Oh, fire. Burn the zombie. Yeah, right. The laptops, I mean, it's a 9-year-old laptop that still works just great, right? I couldn't like stream from it if I wanted to, but that's just because Apples are always underpowered. But it still works. It's 9 years old and still works. And I do have to be like, that's great. Get him, Raph. Punch him in the face. I can't computer. Yeah. I do always have. It always surprises me, like when I have new students. Right, so I teach at a university where there are non-traditional students, a lot of them. And honestly, the students that are more technophobic are typically the younger students. Like the older students, I can bring them online, like, oh, this is kind of cool. No, the younger students are like, I just don't want to do that. It's kind of funny to me. Yeah, good idea there, but stand in the fire. Good work, church soldier. With mini bow. Dodged. I had faith she was going to dodge. How's this gonna go? With paper. Oh yeah, Germany's always been a little bit backwards technologically on that side. I just read something about that. Like you have to do papers and stuff. It's all paper bureaucracy. Yeah, go Raph.
Greatness awaits me.
Yeah, right. So like the people in their like mid 40s and up that are interested in technology, they're great at it. I mean, they're the people that came up with this stuff. And then you get, younger folk and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to learn. I just want to." Right? I think it's a difference. Like there's a certain age group that like we had to struggle and learn how to do the technology. So for us, learning how to do the technology is super easy. And then you get like kind of the age bracket that like it was just a thing that worked for them. Right, so they know how to do like the things they know how to do, but they don't really want to learn new stuff. I think that might be kind of what's going on with that, and I think I mean that's fine, right? Just using it Get tired of formula for every single thing. No. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, right. We're gonna have Hilda go and not stand in the fire. Fine, she'll stand in the fire, which is the #1 rule in video games. Don't stand in the fire.
Thank you.
Save that guy. So the overall healthcare provision in Germany is probably better, like for everyone on the whole. But like the cutting edge stuff that you can get in the US is probably better than in Germany. But if there's another country that actually has as good cutting edge stuff, it is Germany or like Switzerland. So no, our healthcare system is totally broken in the United States, right? What we did back in World War II when we tied healthcare provision to employment, right, and using healthcare insurance to employment, that was a huge mistake, right? And that's fundamentally broken our system ever since. And nobody's willing to actually discuss that that's what did it. Something like I'm definitely more towards a universal healthcare sort of model. What we got here? I'll deal with that in a second. Deal with that when I go on break. Sorry, I got a student email that I'm like, about. It's rally.
Appreciate it.
She's gonna want that rally. Because they don't acknowledge that that's the fundamental problem. Right. Like, very few people are willing to go back and acknowledge that that is the fundamental problem. They just want to talk about their little tweak to the system they have that they think could make it better. Because if you were to change that, then that would be a fundamental revision of some of the basic political economic structure of our country that we have in the United States. And right, making big systemic changes is scary. And a lot of people just don't want to do it. There'd be a lot of costs involved in it. But we pay out those costs in the long term anyway. Also, it doesn't play well politically, right? Having first principles discussions like that, or like primary cause discussions, doesn't play well. It's hard to score points when you're right, and that's what politics is about, is scoring points. He's actually so long. I forgot about that.
So shocked I was hiding away with her blood.
Oh, we got the Death Knight.
That's the Death Knight.
Yeah, no one wants to deal with fundamental issues. They like tweaking things around the edges. Politics is simultaneously a big farce of a game and also a simple system of reaction to stimuli and costs and incentives. It's a very complex thing. All right, she's going to take some heat.
Caution is needed.
She's got a vulnerary. Use her vulnerary. I want my big dumb boy. Oh, I would say that the I don't like, right, so what I study, I don't do like electoral stuff. That's the part I think that is fundamentally broken, right? The way that our electoral systems function. Germany has a great one. Like, I am super behind Germany's electoral system. I think they do a good job of it. Yeah. Wait, yeah. Yeah. Like, there are good things that are going on, but there are also just fundamentally broken stuff. Nope, that's not good. Can Linhard help out here? Yeah, there's no easy way to spin other than saying universal health care. But right, people are so attached in their minds politically to this model. Right, people are attached to this model of healthcare provided insurance, right? Not employer and provided insurance and that healthcare model, and it is right a legacy of World War II when there were wage freeze. There was a wage freeze. No, there's really not a whole lot. I mean, there are some absolutes in this world, but most things are shaded gray and in need of compromise. And our electoral system, at least in the United States, does not lend itself well to compromise. Compromise is deeply important, but it's not something that's actually like, it's not something you can derive from a first past the post electoral system. What's in the chest? Giant shell. I don't even know what that is. I want to save the villagers. Oh no, we need to save the villagers.
I will get the victory.
Getting W's, boys. Going for W's, boys. Should have silver gone. Oh, let's go with steel.
You were but a savage in
Popping off. Well, I'd say he popped off.
Making my muscles proud.
The legal system is fine. It's the justice part of it that's a little bit problematic. All right. It, like, if the law was actually truly enforced the way it was.
What are you planning?
I could have conducted this experiment on any.
Well, the two-party system is derived from the electoral system, right?
I must bid you.
If you have to choose between two options to win, ultimately, right? Because it take right. Roll this back. If you are selecting someone and you need a true majority to win a seat, then that's going to lead itself to just two competitors, right? Two competitors actually capable of getting that full thing. So from that, you end up with the two-party system. So, and then the two-party system reinforces that electoral system. I'm a political scientist. I don't have that no politics rule. All right, as long as we keep it at the high level. I don't like having the fight of like any particular politics, but I really don't mind talking about like this larger stuff. This is what I do for a living. I am a professor of comparative politics, and I like sharing this knowledge. Who is my MVP? Ended up being Raphael? It did. Look at my big strong boy. I don't have a problem with the legal system. The legal system as written, right, that based on a liberal order is good. The problem is making sure that it's applied equally to everyone within the system, right? That's why I'm actually for legal equality. That doesn't, and that shouldn't be a hard thing to be for anyway, but I want to make sure the law applies equally to everyone. All right, we're going to watch this cutscene. I'm going to use the potty, and then we're going to do some Kingdom Hearts.
And casualties were kept to a minimum. They said they weren't picky about who they used.
So why did I, that's a good question. Why did I go into political science?
The people of Ramire Village.
That's a really good question. So I've always been interested in like big systems. Like the kind of fiction that I read growing up was all like big world building fiction.
You're the flame.
I've always loved that stuff, right? And I was always really good at history and learning languages and social studies and all that stuff. And when I got into college, I went in pretty heavily into right, China, Chinese politics, Chinese history, Southeast Asia, or just Asia in general. So that's what I did there. I really liked that stuff. Always have liked it. I've liked that, and I've liked space things. That's what I'm into. I'm not good enough in math to like do space stuff, right? Science things like that. So I graduated college in 2008, which was right around the time that the economic collapse happened. Job prospects weren't so great for me, so I went to grad school. You know, I was going to hang out a couple of years, wait this thing out. And while I was in there, you know, I kept studying. I enjoyed it. And I really liked it a lot. I thought I was going to be a researcher, be really heavy on the research side. And then I got to the point where they made me teach my first class. But they threw me into it with like 2 weeks notice. I was scared, sweating. Like I was like 25 years old teaching my first class. I had people in my class older than me. It was terrifying, but I was pretty good at it. And I kept teaching. It got to the point one semester, I was kind of teaching my own classes in a different subject. It wasn't in political science. It was in international studies, which is what my undergrad degree is in. And halfway through the semester, one of the comparative politics professors ended up having to go on bed rest, right? She was pregnant, had to go on bed rest. So I ended up having to take over this class halfway through the semester. I rolled in there and I ended up teaching them a whole semester in like half a semester, like baking it in, doing it on the fly. And it was one of the best experiences I've ever had. And like at that moment, it was like, I really enjoy teaching. Like this is really what I like doing. So I ended up kind of focusing and specializing in being a professor, right? I really enjoyed that. In the teaching side of things, less the research side of things. And so I kind of fell backwards into it, but I really have enjoyed it. And it's a good fit for my personality, I think. I love Legend of Galactic Heroes. I really do love it. I watched some of the old one. I'm waiting for the new one to finish up. I've read a bunch of the books. Like it is fantastic. I love Legend of Galactic Heroes. It's actually one of the... in my comparative politics class, I do an assignment where students have to read some science fiction, a piece of science fiction or fantasy. I've got a list of ones. They're all big world building stuff. And they have to write essentially a dissection of the government from that. So it'd be almost like if you were traveling out through a system and you're right, not a system, but in another country, and you're trying to figure out how the government works by viewing it from the outside. Right? So you need all of your political science tool set that I'm giving you to do that. And I have them do that with a piece of science fiction. So I've got like Dune on there, Legend of Galactic Heroes, the culture, a whole bunch of stuff. Right? And Legend of Galactic Heroes is one of the more recent ones I've added to it because it is just,
that was terrible to behold.
It is fantastic.
It's always hard to see innocents die.
I wasn't strong enough.
Hey. All you can do is
I need to get the rest of the books. I've read the first two. I need to read the rest of them.
Part of a leader's job. You can't give in to despair. Not just for me or for you, but as long as
we have to keep moving forward. That's what leaders do.
Sorry for getting ahead of myself, Teach. By the way, I hear that guy. I couldn't believe it when. I know I just laughed, but that really isn't funny, Teach. World domination.
Yeah, I've watched some of the anime, but I've read more of the books. I really like the way that they're written.
They called
Like,
this
the
incident an
the writing
experiment,
is good to me.
and they said they got what they came for. That means they might take. I hate to even consider it. If we're not
They're
careful,
going for it.
We'll have a full. Flame, your timing is impeccable. Would you
So,
care
like,
to join us for a
one of
while,
the
fair lady?
the paths in this is all about just like the upper level political stuff, and then some of the paths are about this deeper
In any case, I doubt she knows the
conspiracy
full
world
story.
domination thing.
It seems more like she has
The
something
church
on her
path
mind that
was
she
kind of
can't
a
divulge.
balance between the two. This one is very much this one's very much the conspiracy. Aw.
Whoa there. Settle yourself, Teach.
Amazon. I was just like,
Seems like
I
it would
just
be
was
better to
stumbling
decide
across
an
like
explanation.
political book,
Or,
political
best of all,
science
go
fiction
above
books, and
his head
that one
and
popped
ask
up. And I'm like, oh, this is good.
Now that we know Tomas
kept
was
reading.
an enemy, we can't be sure that exposing the church's secrets would be to our benefit. Where are the answers I see?
I think they were originally novels.
You did well handling that awful business in Remire Village. I am certain the goddess shares in our grief at the senselessness of that calamity. More importantly,
And there's like
I was
8 of
shocked
them,
to
I
hear
think.
that our own Tomas was actually a dark mage. I must reflect on our blindness.
You surely must. You failed to notice that a rat was hiding in your home. Pathetic. Who are these wicked foes?
Yeah, every time you remake something, people aren't going to like it. Every time. Who are these villains?
Tomas came to the monastery 40 years ago by
There are
recommendation
10 of them.
House Ordelia of the Alliance. Around 8 years ago, he went back to House Ordelia before returning to the monastery.
And they're
once
only on
again
paperback.
just last year.
They're not Kindle.
After having worked at Garrigmach for
Being the
decades,
reason why I haven't just
would
ground
he
through the rest
betray
of
us
them.
now? Just what did he hope to accomplish? Yuritsa became a professor at the Officers' Academy because of a recommendation from the imperial nobility.
One thing I would like,
The Death Knight, that means
and
that
this
our
is
enemy
terrible of
is an
me.
organization that has taken
I
root
know
in
I'm
at
wrong.
least 2 territories.
Sometimes I just prefer dubs.
In the long history of the Church of
I like the
Saints,
option. I like dub or to be able to switch between dub and sub because some days I just don't want to have to read my anime, and I know that's super controversial.
Those who oppose us still operate in the shadows. Their identity's a mystery. I believe that Solon and the Death Knight are merely one part of a much larger whole.
Oh wait, they are on Kindle now.
Fodlan's peace? That means we have no choice.
I lied. They're on Kindle now. You can get them all for like $90. Have to leave for now. Probably catch up whatever dubbers. Yeah. Feel that on a deep level. Not wanting to have to read your anime. All right, Yuki, you have it going. I'm about to go do Kingdom Hearts as soon as this is over.
Without knowing what their objective is, we cannot afford to
Actually-
act recklessly.
Actually, I'm going to let it roll. Because I really have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Should focus on your training. That is all for today.
Professor, please wait. I know there is much that you still do not understand. However, one thing is clear. You possess great power. I believe that you are destined to be a source of great hope for all. In any case, I expect great things from you. Walk this world proudly, dear Professor. May the goddess Sothis protect you.
The goddess Sothis? Is that what she just said?
Is something the matter?
my god, sorry about that. I had to use the bathroom right then, or it was bad.
I see. So this is the goddess's true name. Please do not use it carelessly. Farewell.
Aw, Rhea doesn't like me.
What exactly am I? For now,
We upset
let's
her.
leave this place.
That was
Please,
our bad.
Go.
Alright, Yuki, you have a good one. Catch you later.